Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something about the way you talk to a man. Because when you get this right, you don't just get his attention, you own his attention. Now, here's the truth. A man might notice your looks first, but it's the way you speak to him that keeps him coming back, thinking about you when you're not even around. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. It is one thing I've learned about relationships, it's this. Confidence will change the entire game for you. You can have the most beautiful face, the nicest hair, the perfect outfit. But if you step into a man's presence without confidence, it's like walking into a room with the lights off. Nobody can see your shine. Now, when I say confidence, I'm not talking about being loud, arrogant, or trying to prove you better than somebody else. I'm talking about knowing exactly who you are, what you bring to the table, and not apologizing for it. That kind of energy is magnetic. It makes a man sit up straighter. It makes him pay attention because he's looking at you thinking, now this right here, this is a woman who knows her worth. Confidence is something you wear before you put on your makeup, before you fix your hair, before you slip into your outfit. It's in the way you walk into a room. It's in the way you greet people. It's in your body language. You ever seen a woman walk into a place and everybody just turns their head? She might not even be the most traditionally beautiful woman in the room, but the way she carries herself, that's what makes people notice. That's confidence, baby. Men feel that energy like heat coming off a fire. See, when you talk to a man from a place of confidence, you don't have to over-explain yourself. You don't have to convince him to like you. You don't have to perform like you're auditioning for his approval. Your tone is steady, your words are clear, and your presence says, I'm comfortable in my own skin. And trust me, men can spot the difference between a woman who's acting confident and a woman who truly is. Acting confident is like spraying perfume. It smells good for a moment. But true confidence, that's a natural scent. You can't fake it, and you can't hide it. The thing about men is they respond to certainty. When a man sees you speaking like you're sure of yourself, living like you know your value, he starts to believe in that value too. It's not even about impressing him. It's about setting a standard. And here's the real truth. A confident woman automatically sets the bar without saying a word. He knows right away he can't come to you with halfway effort. He knows he can't treat you like an option. And if he's not ready to step up, he's going to back up. And that's exactly what you want, because confidence also works like a filter. It draws the right kind of men in and sends the wrong kind packing. A lot of women make the mistake of thinking confidence is about looking perfect, having the perfect life, or never making mistakes. No, confidence is about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and still walking like you belong in every room you enter. It's about knowing that your value doesn't decrease just because someone else can't see it. And when you talk to a man with that mindset, he hears it in your voice. You could be talking about your day, your job, your favorite food. It doesn't matter. The message underneath is, I like me, and I don't need you to like me to keep liking me. That's powerful. Confidence also changes the way you handle his attention. A woman without confidence might cling to every word he says, overanalyze every text, try to please him at every turn. But a confident woman, she listens, she engages, but she doesn't lose herself in the process. She's not afraid to disagree. She's not scared to say what's on her mind. And she's not worried about whether or not he'll stick around. And that, ironically, is what makes him want to stick around even more. Here's the thing. Confidence is attractive, but it's also contagious. When a man spends time with a confident woman, it challenges him to level up. He starts thinking, if she believes in herself like that, maybe I need to believe in myself more too. And that's when a dynamic shifts. You're no longer just a woman he's dating. You become a woman he admires, respects, and looks up to. That's when you got his full attention, because you're not just talking to his ears, you're talking to his spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. When you're talking to a man, the words you use are important, but the way you say them, that's the real magic. See, you can have the most interesting things to say, but if your delivery is flat, if there's no warmth in your tone, it's like serving a cold dinner. It just doesn't hit the same. Warmth is what draws a man in. It's that softness in your voice, that gentle smile, that easy laughter that makes him feel safe to be himself. But here's the twist. You can't just give it all away. You got to keep a little mystery in your pocket, because mystery is what keeps him coming back for more. Now, warmth is about making someone feel welcome in your space, whether that space is your presence, your conversation, or your life. It's the way you look at him when he's talking, like you're actually interested in what he's saying. It's the way you respond without rushing to cut him off. A man can feel when a woman is genuinely listening versus when she's just waiting for her turn to talk. Warmth is letting him know, hey, I see you, I hear you, and you matter in this moment. And when you make a man feel seen and heard, you've just tapped into one of his deepest needs. But here's where most people mess it up. They confuse warmth with overexposure. They think if I want him to feel comfortable, I should tell him everything about me. No, that's not how it works. Warmth invites him in, but mystery keeps him curious. If you lay out your whole life story in the first week, you've just taken away the adventure. Men love the process of discovery. They love finding out little pieces of you over time. That's what keeps them thinking about you when you're not there, because they know there's more to learn. Think about it like this. If you watch a movie and in the first 5 minutes they tell you exactly how it ends, do you really care about the rest of the story? Probably not. But if the story keeps giving you clues, little surprises, hints of what's to come, you're glued to your seat. That's exactly how you want a man to feel in your presence. Warm enough that he feels good around you, but mysterious enough that he's leaning in wondering, what's she gonna say next? What's she going to reveal about herself? Warmth without mystery can make you feel too available, too predictable. Mystery without warmth can make you seem cold, distant, or hard to approach. But when you mix the two just right, you create this irresistible balance that drives a man wild. He feels drawn to you because you make him feel good, but he's also intrigued because he knows he hasn't figured you out yet. And that's the sweet spot. One way to keep that balance is in the way you answer his questions. Let's say he asked about your weekend. Instead of giving him a play-by-play from morning to night, maybe you share 1 or 2 highlights. Then leave out just enough detail that he has to ask another question if he wants to know more. Or maybe he asks about your dreams and goals. You give him a glimpse of your vision, but you don't map out the whole plan. This keeps him invested in the conversation and makes him work a little to get closer to you. And don't underestimate the power of your tone when you're keeping mystery alive. Sometimes the way you pause before answering, the little smile you give instead of explaining everything, that can say more than words ever could. Men pick up on those small cues and it drives them crazy in the best way. They'll replay that moment in their mind, wondering what you meant, wondering what you're thinking. And that's exactly where you want them, thinking about you long after the conversation is over. When you talk to a man with warmth, you build comfort. When you talk with mystery, you build desire. And when you combine both, you don't just have his attention in the moment. You have it when you're gone, when he's lying in bed at night, when he's at work the next day. You're not just another person he spoke to. You're the person he can't stop wondering about. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Your tone is one of the most powerful tools you've got when talking to a man. See, a lot of women think it's all about the words, but I'm telling you, the music matters just as much as the lyrics. You could say the exact same sentence in 2 different tones, and one will make him lean in closer while the other makes him check his phone. Your tone tells him how you feel, how much you care, and how interested you are. And you can do all that without spilling every card you're holding. The beauty of tone is that it's like a secret language. It's the difference between saying, "Oh, really?" like you're bored, and saying, "Oh, really?" like you're intrigued. One shuts the conversation down, the other opens it up. And here's the thing, men pay attention to that. They might not even know they're doing it, but they're reading your tone as much as they're hearing your words. Now, when I say use your tone to show interest, I don't mean you have to sound like you're in love after 2 dates. I mean you let just enough warmth and curiosity slip into your voice so he knows he's got your attention. Maybe you slow down a little when you're asking him something personal. Maybe you let your voice drop just slightly when you're sharing something about yourself. That shift makes the conversation feel more intimate, even if you're just sitting across from each other at a coffee shop. But here's the key. Don't give away everything with your tone. If you're too enthusiastic all the time, if you're too quick to sound overly impressed or overly invested, you lose that balance that keeps him working for your attention. Think of your tone like seasoning in a dish. You add enough to make it flavorful, but you don't dump the whole bottle in. You let him enjoy the taste, but leave him wanting more. Men are hunters by nature, and your tone can be part of that hunt. If you keep it playful, a little unpredictable, he's going to keep leaning in, wondering what's coming next. Maybe you respond softly to one thing he says, then tease him the next. That variation keeps him on his toes. He doesn't feel like he's got you completely figured out. And that's what keeps the conversation exciting. Your tone can also communicate boundaries without you having to lecture him. You can be firm without being cold, and you can be kind without being too available. For example, if he says something you're not feeling, you don't have to match his energy. You can pull back your tone slightly, make it more neutral, and he'll pick up on it.